This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, students. Is my voice audible now? Okay, what we have discussed in the previous class? Yes, we have discussed with logistic regression. Okay, in order to use the best fit line, in order to select the best fit line, on which criteria we will select, please tell me in logistic regression. Based on which criteria we try to choose the best fit line to classify our data in logistic regression, and what function we are going to use in order to make our values lie between 0 and 1. Yes, we have used sigmoid function. Yes. Okay. Now let us discuss with the other algorithm called KNN algorithm. Okay. What is the idea behind KNN? Let us see. In the classification, the main aim is to classify our data, right? We will be having some binary labels, class labels, or we will be having multi-class labels. Okay. In the logistic regression, we have been using the sigmoid function, and also we try to use the max of our weights. And let us see how does the KNN works. KNN refers to the k nearest neighbors. KNN refers to k nearest neighbors. K nearest neighbors. See, what does KNN is? K nearest neighbors, and here the k equal to k is nothing but number of nearest neighbors. And how does it try to classify the data is, it tries to classify your data based on the similarity. It tries to classify your data based on the similarity. Similarity of the data points. Okay, what is the application is, we can say that recommended systems, in recommended systems we can use k nearest neighbor algorithm. This is one use case for your k nearest neighbor algorithm. Let us see how does it works. See, suppose think that we are having some data points here. Okay, we are having some data points. For example, we are having the parameters called height. So we are having the parameters called height and weight. Okay, with that height and weight, we should predict which size of t-shirt will be suitable for a particular person. Okay, as this is two-dimensional thing, that we have plotted only using one parameter, either height. Okay, either height or weight. And let me take height here, and the output is size. Think that your data has plotted in this way. How does it try to actually predict the output in KNN is? See, first we should select the value of k here. Okay, I have already told you k is the number of nearest neighbors, right? We should select the value of k here. Assume that I have selected the k value as 4. Okay, if my k value is 4, what does it mean? If I try to predict, see, this is the new data point given to me to predict in KNN. Okay, I have given some training data to my model. It has been trained, and now it's time to test for the model to predict. And this is a new point to predict. How does it predict is, it tries to take the number of nearest neighbors. How many number of nearest neighbors we have taken here? Please respond. How many number of nearest neighbors we have taken? We have taken 4 nearest neighbors. See, it tries to see what are the 4, by seeing it visually, nothing but by visually seeing this, what are the 4 nearest neighbors? Okay, the 4 nearest neighbors, think that the 4 nearest neighbors are these. Okay, the 4 nearest neighbors, by seeing it visually you can say these are the 4 nearer neighbors. But how does it calculate? By seeing it visually we are trying to tell these are the 4 nearest neighbors, but actually it tries to find out the distance. It tries to find out the distance from this point to every other point in your data set. Okay, it tries to find out the distance between this point to every other data set in your in your data set. It tries to find out every point distance, and since we have given only k equal to 4 here, it tries to compare with the 4 nearest neighbors. Okay, see, these are the 4 nearest neighbors for those 4 data points. Okay, for some person, think that I have given some height and weight. Okay, for one person I have given 160 as my height. Okay, 160 centimeters as my height, and 60 kgs as weight. Okay, for one person, this is the data point I have given for the model to predict. Then how does it do? It tries to calculate the distance from that point to every other data point in the data set. As k equal to 4, it tries to compare with these only 4 values. Okay, think that these out of these 4 values, one value output is medium and one other value output is large and the other value output is again medium and the third value is also the medium. Okay, out of these 4 values, which value has got the majority? You see, we have here 2 classes called M and L. Okay, M got how many votes here? M got 3 votes. L got only 1 vote out of these 4 nearest neighbors. Okay, what will your model try to do? If I give this data point, it tries to predict this person's shirt size as the highest voting that it has been given here. For medium size t-shirt, it has been given the maximum votes, right? Simply it predicts you as medium. Okay, it tries to do it in this way. Your KNN tries to compare with the nearest neighbors and tries to predict with the maximum votes that these neighbors has given. Have you understood this? Students, have you understood this? See, how do we choose the value of k here means? Yes, okay, thank you. How do we choose the value of k here? See how we have chosen the degree of polynomial by taking different values. Okay, we have tested our value of k. Here also we try to take different values of k and try to take one value, that is we try to plot our graph or from the values, from the accuracy values, for which point of k we are getting the more accuracy. From that point we can choose the value of k. Okay, that is how we choose. This is the theory behind your KNN algorithm. Okay, let us move to our sklearn part and try to apply on one data set and try to calculate the accuracy and confusion matrix to it. Okay, I have told you to do with the diabetes data set. Have you done with that? Please tell me. Have you done with the diabetes data set using logistic regression? Okay, let us move to our sklearn. See, these are the steps in our KNN. What are those? We try to calculate the distance and we try to choose the value of k. By using those nearest neighbors, we try to compare our votes, and which has got the maximum votes, that label will be predicted as our output label. These are the steps we follow generally in the KNN. But for finding out the distance, what does it use? For finding out the distance, what does it use? It tries to use the Euclidean distance. Okay. What is the formula for Euclidean distance? Nothing but what is the distance between 2 points generally we use? The distance between 2 points is, if there are 2 points called x and y, the distance between 2 points are x2 minus x1 whole square, okay, plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Generally, this is the mathematical formula it uses to find out the distance. Okay, it also uses, it either uses Euclidean distance or Manhattan. There is also other distance formula called Manhattan distance. Okay, some algorithm, in some cases it use Euclidean or Manhattan distance. Okay, generally we use Euclidean distance only for calculating the distance between the given point and to all other data points in your data set. Okay, what is the distance? It tries to find out the Euclidean distance. Now let us continue. All of you import the required libraries first. Import pandas as PD. And next, what is the next part? Okay, there is one data set called shuts.csv in our datasets folder. Please try to use that. In the datasets folder, we have under classification, we have short.csv. Okay, this is one small data set to demonstrate you about the KNN. We will use the other data set also once if we have comfortable with the KNN. Okay, please try to copy this one. See, I am posting the link in chat box. Use that one. Try to load your data. pd.read underscore CSV of. Now try to run your cell. Okay, this is our data set. Please tell me if this is completed on your end. Okay, is that completed? Now let us continue. After loading the data set, see, by seeing this, you can observe there are no null values. There is no pre-processing to be done. Okay, directly select X and Y and try to split your data. See, this is a small data set. We don't need any scaling here. It works if you do not do scaling also. Try to do it. Okay, how many rows of data we have? Okay, I didn't store it in df. df dot shape. We have 18 rows and 3 columns. And now let us see how many values we have. df of size is our output column. df of size dot value underscore counts. Value underscore counts. Okay, how many values we have? Okay, yes, capital letter. See, we have only two sizes called L and M. L means large values we have 11. M is 7. Okay, it is somewhat in a balanced way. Okay, now let us see. See, if you want to get only the outputs, nothing but the columns which has the value of M, how will you do? Please tell me. If you want only the rows of the data set which has the output column M, how will you do? How do you pre-process that? How do you process that criteria? See, first we should compare the column of size. Compare the column of size which has the value of M. Okay. Now if we do that, if you do this way, only we will get it returns true or false values, right? If we want to get the rows of data for this particular true values, so we just access from the data set. The data set is present in df. Okay, df of, now we got the rows of data which has the output called M. Okay, let me store it in M. See, this is I am extracting this data in order to visualize. Okay, in the same way we can also take the values of L here, L sized shirt. Okay, L equal to df of what is it? Size only, right? Okay, let me type it. Size equal to L. Let me print L here. See, we got the values of L. We have taken M and L values here. See, or we can do it in other way. We can also do it in, see, here we have compared with the data we have M and L. We can also do by the group way, group by part. Okay, df dot see df dot, okay, 1 minute. Group by size. See, if we do group by df dot group by size, I have done. It has group. What are the elements? We have m and l, right? Let me store it in a variable called g. You can mention in this way also. The default parameter, no, that is default argument. We can specify with the name with that argument, or directly you can give the value here. That works. G dot get underscore group m. See, in size we have only 2. I have grouped it and I am accessing with the group m. Also we can access the group l. G dot get underscore group of l. Either you can access in that way or this way. Okay, I have stored m and l in my, see, I have stored m grouped and l grouped in m and l already, so that I will use those only. Now let us first plot our data. Okay, in order to plot, I am using the scatter plot here, plt.scatter of, see, I have some m data, right? M of h capital, m of height, and m of weight, comma, I'm giving it as blue. I will give it as blue. And next, what is that label equal to? I will give as m size. Also try to write for L also. Height, weight, C equal to red I am giving, and it is for L size, and I should change here L. Weight capital, okay, I will change. Thank you. Shift. And next. Okay, how do we do this now? PLT dot, I try to use some data point here. Okay, let me use some value called x162 comma 16. Previously I have taken here 160 comma 60. Okay, let me take 162 comma 62, which is C. Okay, C equal to, let me take black color. Label equal to, let us assume that this is some predicted output, just to visualize. Okay, now all of you give your X label, Y label, all that. Okay, let me use first plt dot legend, plt dot show. Here also let me add X label, Y label also, plt dot X underscore label. Okay, not X underscore label, X label on plt dot X label height. And also give the Y label, plt dot Y label of weight. Now try to, plt is not defined, that means we have to import matplotlib first. Import matplotlib dot p dot pyplot as plt. Matplotlib, it is matplotlib library, right? Hi. Did I run this or not? I have run, no? Okay, let me again run this one. Parenthesis wrong I have given. Yes. I'm using direct indexing. I have to use this square braces. See, this is our output now. Now let us select our X and Y. In order to forward it to the model. X equal to, see, we are having only 3 columns, right? df dot loc of height, comma, okay, df dot ilvoc. I want all the rows. Okay, I want from the first row to, I have only 3 rows, right? I'm giving it as 3, or I will give it as 2. Okay, so that I will get, see, you can extract your data in any way using LOC, ILOC, or direct indexing, or you can drop your columns. Okay, previously I have used drop, and now I am using LOC. You can also use, sorry, now I am using ILOC. You can also use LOC also, but in LOC you try to give the label names. Y equal to df of height, sorry, size. Okay, and see, before forwarding it to the model, we should do some pre-processing. That means our output column is present in the form of strings, right? M and L. So let us convert this one. Let us label encode it first. From sklearn dot pre-processing, import label encoder. And next, let us create an object. Object is nothing but we are creating one other reference variable to our module. Now df of, okay, let us use the other d, don't add other column. Target equal to model dot fit underscore transform. What is the column? df of size. Yes, we have label encoded it. Now let us see the target column once. See, the target column is present in this way now. Okay. Now to add this, how do we do? Directly we can write df of target. Okay, since we have selected only y column in our target, there will be no problem in adding a column to our data set. Okay, I am trying to add the data set here directly into the data set directly. Now let me run this one, and now df, see, the target has been added. For m it has given 1, for l it has given 0. Okay, for m it has given 1 and for l it has given 0. Now try to give your data from sklearn dot pre-processing, sorry, not pre-processing, neighbors. From sklearn dot neighbors, see, see the spelling of neighbors here, BORS, that's it. Import k neighbors classifier. Okay, now let me create an object first. Model equal to, I have already used model, right? Let me use neighbors nb equal to neighbors classifier. We should give the value of k here. Okay, let me give the value of k. The value of k here, the attribute is n underscore neighbors. N underscore neighbors equal to, let me give some 5. Or we can give any value. Let me give 3. Okay. Now let us fit our data. nb dot fit of x comma y. Try to run your cell. See, for n equal to 3, for the 3 nearest neighbors, we have fitted our data. Okay. Y will be target. Since we have only 18 columns, I didn't split my data. Okay. Okay, in the y we have taken only string data, right? df of size. Let me change that here. Y equal to, we have used y equal to df of size. Let me use target here. Let me use target. Let me run this again. Now try to predict your values. For 162, nb dot nb dot predict of 164 comma 62 I am giving. Or previously what is the value I have given while plotting our data 162 62. Let me give that value 162 comma 62. Since I have used two columns, no, in x. Here is my x. Is asking me to reshape. Yes. See, it is giving me as 1. 1 means it is of m size. It has predicted. Let me calculate the accuracy from sklearn dot matrix import accuracy underscore score and also the confusion matrix. Next. See, but in order to see the accuracy score, we have predicted only one value. We didn't have any test values, right? So for this, I am not trying to calculate the accuracy and confusion matrix. We will take other data set now, try to apply the same algorithm and try to see the accuracy score and the confusion matrix. Okay. Try to apply the diabetes dataset for this KNN algorithm and let us see what is accuracy, or let us apply heart disease dataset. Okay, let us apply heart disease dataset and try to find out the accuracy score and confusion matrix. Apply heart disease. See, there is one data set with heart disease in which there will be no null values in the Kaggle you will have, I think. Okay, or let me use only diabetes. See, in the diabetes, is there any pre-processing to be done? Please tell me, have you done any pre-processing or there are null values only? You have done already, no? Students, you have done with the diabetes dataset in the previous class. Is there any pre-processing to be done, that means removing the null values, all that, or should we do any pre-processing? Please tell me. You have done, no? Nobody is responding. That means you didn't done with the diabetes dataset. No, ma'am, not needed. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me predict this with the x values. We can't leave that like that. We can't leave like this without finding the accuracy. Let me use only the x values to predict nb dot predict of x. See, it is predicting in this way. Okay. Now let me find out the accuracy. phi equal to phi underscore predict equal to nb dot predict. From sklearn dot metrics import accuracy score and confusion matrix. What is the accuracy score? Accuracy score is actual values are present in y. My predicted values are present in y underscore predict. Is 1.0. So same value since it has low data set. Okay, lowest number of data sets. The accuracy is 1.0. Okay. Let us see confusion matrix. For confusion matrix, see the diagonal elements should be more. Nothing but those are the correct predicted values, right? So the confusion underscore matrix equal to, confusion matrix of y comma y underscore predict. I have not used. It is 0. So see these diagonal elements, we have more number of values in these diagonal elements. Okay. What are these values? Tell me. This is 1 means true positive and this is false negative. These values are in the correct way. Nothing but these values are 0 means true positive and true negative. Okay. Now let us also calculate precision and accuracy. Okay, let me calculate the precision and accuracy. If you see the formula behind precision and accuracy, actually precision equal to, okay, correct values that it has predicted out of total predicted values. Total predicted values. Precision. What is accuracy? Sorry, precision and recall. And recall is correct values out of total actual values. Okay, this can be also given with the formula. Let me see that. Precision and recall. Okay, if you see this Wikipedia, you can find formula. See, you can find more anywhere. You can find the formula. See, it is present in the form of documents. You won't understand this. Okay. Yes, these are the formulas here. Precision is actually corrected values are present into true positive only, no? The correct values. Okay, the correct predicted values are present in true positive. And the values with the corrected predicted values, okay, or TP and FP. These are the formulas. Try to note down these formulas here for precision and recall. See, what does it mean actually? Let me explain here. Think that you have given some, okay, apples, red color. Okay, let me take red color. Think that red are apples, and where is this all? Okay, green, red or red apples. Green apples also present, no? Think that these are some green apples. Okay, and the green apples are also present here. Okay, if you try to classify the data using this KNN or any logistic regression, okay, what will you will try to do? You will try to divide in this way, right? Okay, now I should predict that it is a green apple or not. My outcome is it is a green apple or not. I should predict that one. Okay, is it a green apple or not? Actually, what we do for accuracy, what we will try to do, please tell me. For accuracy, what we try to do? What are actually the green color? Those by total number of observations, right? Generally, we find out the accuracy in that way. What is the accuracy? Two true positive values by total number of observations. We try to do it. Yes or no? For precision, what we try to do is, for precision, I have already told you what is the formula for precision. What are the correct values? The correct values and total predicted values. How many correct values we have here? Please tell me. For this green apple to be predicted, how many correct values we have? This is green apple, this is green apple, this is green, green, green. Okay, how many values we have? 3 plus 3, 6 values. 6 values divided by how many total predicted values we have? 6 plus 2, 8. Okay, but what does the recall do? Recall is what does the recall do? How many green apples are there here? Okay, we will get. Wait, let me see correct values by total number of predicted values. Okay, if I want to calculate the recall for green, see total number of predicted values are correct predicted values are 6 only. But how many actual values we have for green here? It has think that it has predicted 6 as green apple, but actually we have 6. Other than 6 we have some other 4, right? 1 2 3 4. 6 by 10 we have you understood this? Or if you didn't understood, you can directly use the formulas. Okay, in the precision we try to calculate the correct values by the predicted values or total predicted values, total correct predicted values. Okay, in recall we try to recall from the actual values. We try to recall from the actual values, correct predicted values by actual predicted values. Sorry, actual values, not predicted. Okay, if you have confusion, you can directly use the formulas here. What are the formulas? See, we have used here TP by TP plus FP. Okay, Let me calculate the precision and accuracy here. Let me calculate the precision and recall, not accuracy. These are also the two other metrics we use other than accuracy. If your data is in a imbalanced way, nothing but we try to use, we didn't blindly use the accuracy and forward it to the production. Okay, we try to calculate also these precision and recall. Let me use that one. Okay, import here precision and also the accuracy. Precision comma accuracy. Now try to precision of y comma y predict. Okay, but I have added this but not calculate. Okay, but not run this. Sorry, not accuracy, recall. My precision spelling is wrong. Okay, wait. Recall is also not present in metrics. I have remembered that it is present in metrics only. Yes, I have used only recall. Recall underscore score. Thank you. Precision underscore score. Now let me pass this precision underscore score is C 1.0. Recall also we will get y comma y underscore predict. See, we have precision 1 and recall 1. That means that's fine. Our data set is fine and it is not in a imbalanced way. It is in a balanced way only. Okay. If these two are 0, that means our data set is in imbalanced way and we need to balance that data set by using some sampling, all that. Okay. By using this precision and recall, we can observe that our data set is balanced or unbalanced. Okay, by actually seeing the accuracy, we did not confirm that our model has performed well. Okay, by seeing the precision and accuracy, by seeing this precision and accuracy on, sorry, no, precision and recall only, we try to say that if our data set is the balanced one or not. These two should not be 0 at all. If these two are 0, that means our data set is in imbalanced way. So that we should handle that imbalanced data set, we try to provide some samplings to that. Nothing but we do some modifications. We try to change something. Okay, all that we will see in the further classes. Now, is this completed on your end? Please tell me. Now let us apply heart disease dataset. We have taken only one simple dataset, that is an example dataset. Let us actually apply to the true data heart disease dataset, and let us also calculate the precision and accuracy for that and see how the data is. Apply heart disease dataset to this KNN. Heart disease dataset. Try to apply to the KNN and try to calculate all this precision. And if they try to download the heart disease dataset from the Kaggle, there is one dataset with no null values. Okay, let me download it and see here. pd.read_csv of. Okay, let me. My dataset name is heart. Heart.csv. I didn't rename here. Wait. Let me rename. Yes, wait. I have uploaded it in Jupyter only. df.isNA.sum. Yes, this dataset has no null values here. Please try to use this. Okay, so that we can save some time. It's already 6, no? See, heart disease dataset. So try to upload it from this link. I will post you the link. Wait. Sorry. See, I have posted the link. Try to download your dataset and try to load your dataset in your Jupyter and apply your KNN algorithm. Okay, we should now observe our precision and accuracy. For that only I am trying to use this dataset. Link not working. Why? Wait. Is working? No. Okay. You try to search from your browser. You can see this data set. I have given you the correct link only. Yes, it's working now. I have posted other links. See. Okay, try to take x and y, try to split your data and try to apply to the k nearest neighbors. Okay, x equal to df dot drop of AHD is our output, right? AHD. Here there is a target column. Okay, df dot drop of target comma axis equal to 1 x. Now y equal to df of target. And next from sklearn dot see, is this pre-processing or model underscore selection? Pre-processing import train underscore test underscore split model underscore selection only. Okay, I will confuse for this train and test and split next class. Thank you. Okay, now obtain your variables here. Try to split your data x comma y, and I am trying to give the test size here. Test size is 0.3 I am giving, or you can also give 0.2, that's your choice. And random underscore state equal to some 25. Import train underscore test underscore split. Now try to apply to your data set. Just I have written already here. X train comma y train. X underscore train comma y underscore train. See here I have taken 3 but I should choose the value of k. We will calculate that also. Okay, for 3 we got some accuracy, right? How do we calculate? Please tell me. Take some values of n underscore neighbors and try to calculate the accuracy. At one point it will be constant. From that value you can take, from that value you can take it as the optimal value of k here. Okay, try to do that also. Try to take some values of k and try to apply that. Then we can choose the value, best value of k, optimal value of k here. See, how do we do that? So I'm taking some empty list called L here. Okay, for I in range, let me take 1 to 10, 1 to 11. For every value of I should find out the score. From NB dot, okay, I have fitted my training data and let me predict here y underscore predict equal to NB dot predict of, wait, I will change. Okay, NB dot predict of x underscore, sorry, to predict I should give x underscore test. Okay, x underscore test. Now I will append every value of my x here. L dot append of accuracy score. I should find out the accuracy and then append accuracy underscore score of y underscore test comma y underscore predict. Okay, I can multiply with 100 here. Now let me run this. Okay, I didn't get any errors. L. Okay, this is my L values. See which value is the best value. For only 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me take other values also. Let me take 20 values. Let me see here. 67, 68, 65, 64. See, where are we getting constant values? Let me plot the graph. See, how do we plot the graph? Please tell me, how do we plot the graph? In the x, try to take the values of 1 to 20, and in y, try to take the accuracy values in your list. Try to plot your graph. Yes, try to plot between those two values. x equal to range of 1 to 20. Also take y values. Y values are present in L. How do we take, see, how do we plot? ELT dot plot of x comma y. Simply I am taking on not y, I will directly take L here. See the values are, it has been increased from 60 to 70, and from that, see, it is not constant but it is of some, from this point it is somewhat in a similar manner, right? So that we can take the order. See, from 70 it has been decreased, if we see here also. 1 0, sorry, from 1 we have taken 1 2 3, from 70 to 65 67 65 64, again 67 68 60. Okay, you can take from up 5, or from, for this you got highest accuracy, no? Let us take 4. Okay, let us take 4 here. We will get the accuracy as 70. Let us take 4 and let me run this one first. Now if I try to calculate the accuracy, what I will get? Accuracy underscore score of y underscore test comma y underscore predict. Since I have taken for 4, I got 670, sorry 67. For which value we got 70 here? The both are same. Okay, let me, both are same. Okay, see, for 4 we got 67. Let me give 3 here. Let me give 3 and run it again. 3 and also change my test data. What is the error I am getting here? 19, 30. Wait, from first onwards I will try to run this one. R.csv. Cell run all below. Yes, even though I got 100. Okay, wait. At which point you got 70? Can you tell? For 4, how much you got? For 4 also have you got 67? You got 70. For me, it is not changing here. For 4, you got 7. Okay, it depends upon the training. Let me do this. Why I am getting error here? Inconsistent samples. Okay, wait. Sorry. Here I am using X and there also I am using X. Right, let me use X1 here. See there, that value is getting reflected here, so that I am getting that mistake. Now I got X values. Okay, for 4 I got only 767 previously, even though it is 67. Okay, see my accuracy is 67 with this KNN, but you got more accuracy with logistic, right? But let me continue. Also calculate for 15 you are getting 70. Okay, let me check that. For 15, it depends upon the training dataset actually. No, it is not working for me. Wait. Y underscore. I have not used this y underscore predict equal to y nb dot predict of x underscore test. Now I think for me it will change. But 3, yes. For 3 I got 68. Now let me change again the values. Let me run again and let me change this one for 4 and let me run this cell. Yes, I got 70. This is the maximum accuracy for us we are getting, right? Now let us also calculate the confusion matrix so that how many correct predicted values we got. Confusion mat underscore. For diabetes you are getting 87 with KNN. Yesterday with this logistic, how much you got? Confusion matrix equal to y underscore test comma, okay, 74. Please check with the precision and recall also. Y underscore test with y underscore predict. See 31 and 33. These are the correct predicted values. But see, we got 18 and 9. Let me tell you what is the significance of these two here now. Okay. What are the actual values we are getting? From this confusion matrix I got or you got, you can compare with your values. My actual values are, see how many actual values I got. How many actual values I got, please tell me. nothing but tell me the patients actually suffering from heart disease. Patients actually suffering from heart disease are how many? Yes, 31. Patients actually don't have a heart disease. Please tell me this count. See, if you have understood this matrix clearly, now you should tell the values for me. Patients actually don't have heart disease. Ignore that syntax error. I will change it to markdown. Yes, that is 33. These many correct values we have. 31 plus 33 is 64. We got 64 correct predicted values. Now predicted values. Predicted values are what our model has predicted. Patients actually what are the predicted values? Tell me. Patients actually having a heart disease. How many values we got? See, what is the purpose of this? Please tell me. These are 31 means actual గా వీళ్ళందరికీ హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఉంది. ఈ 31 మెంబర్స్ కి మోడల్ కూడా 31 మెంబర్స్ ని హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఉంది అని ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసింది. అక్కడతో అయిపోయింది. అండ్ 33 ఆల్సో సేమ్. ఈ 33 మెంబర్స్ కి యాక్చువల్ గా హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ లేదు. మన మోడల్ కూడా కరెక్ట్ గానే ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసింది హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ లేదని. వాట్ అబౌట్ దిస్? What about this? What about this 9 is patients ki heart disease. Okay, heart disease లేదు. కానీ ఏం చేసింది? ఈ 9 మెంబర్స్ కి హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ లేకపోయినా ఉంది అని ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసింది. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి? 18 మెంబర్స్ కి హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఉంది కానీ లేదని ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసింది. మనకి ఇప్పుడు ఈ వాల్యూ ఇంపార్టెంటా చెప్పండి మీరు. యూ షుడ్ టెల్ దిస్. 9 మెంబర్స్ కి హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ లేదు, ఉందని ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసింది. కానీ 18 మెంబర్స్ కి హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఉంది లేదని ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసింది. దిస్ వాల్యూ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఆర్ దిస్ వాల్యూ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్? ప్లీజ్ టెల్ మీ. ఎస్, 18 ఈజ్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎందుకని? హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఉంది అని తెలిస్తే ఇప్పుడు మన మోడల్ అంటే ఆటోమేటిక్ మెషిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. మన మోడల్ బిల్డ్ చేసి ఆటోమేటిక్ మెషిన్ మనం ఒకటి బిల్డ్ చేసాము. అది జస్ట్ మన శాంపుల్స్ తీసుకుని ఇంతమందికి ఉంది అని ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసింది. కానీ తర్వాత వాళ్ళు ఇఫ్ దే గో టు హాస్పిటల్ అండ్ డూ సమ్ మోర్ టెస్ట్, అక్కడ ఎక్కడైనా మనకి మళ్ళీ తెలుస్తుంది టెస్ట్ లో మీ హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఏం లేదు, మెడిసిన్స్ ఏం వాడక్కర్లేదు, నార్మల్ గానే ఉన్నారు అని. కానీ ఈ కేసు అయితే మనం ఏం చేస్తాం చెప్పండి? ఈ కేసు అంటే 18 మెంబర్స్ ఆ మెషిన్ హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ లేదని చెప్పేసింది, తప్పు చెప్పేసింది. ఓకే, అప్పుడు మన ఏమవుతుంది? మన మోడల్ రాంగ్ ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. అంటే ఇంకా లేదనుకుని వాళ్ళు అసలు హాస్పిటల్ దగ్గరికే వెళ్ళరు, వాళ్ళకి ఫర్దర్ గా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తాయి. అందుకని ఇలాంటి కేసెస్ లో మనం ఏం చేయాలి? ఇలాంటి కేసెస్ లో ఈ వాల్యూని తగ్గించడానికి ట్రై చేయాలి. అంటే ఈ వాల్యూస్ మన మోడల్ కరెక్ట్ గా ప్రిడిక్ట్ అవ్వట్లేదు, తప్పు ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ వాల్యూని మనం తగ్గించడానికి ట్రై చేయాలి. ఓకే, ఇలాంటి కేస్ డేటా సెట్. ఓకే, మరి ఈ వాల్యూని ఎప్పుడు తగ్గిస్తాం? ఈ వాల్యూని ఎప్పుడు తగ్గిస్తాం చెప్పండి? The best example is your spam detection. స్పామ్ డిటెక్షన్ లో అయితే ఏంటి, ఎలా ఉంటుంది? ఈ మెయిల్, ఓకే, ఈ మెయిల్ స్పామ్ మెయిల్ కాదు, కానీ అది ఏం చేసేస్తుంది, స్పామ్ మెయిల్ లోకి ఓకే సెపరేట్ చేసేస్తుంది. అప్పుడు మనకి ఈ వాల్యూ ఇంపార్టెంట్ కదా ఈ వాల్యూ కన్నా, అవునా కాదా? ఇదేమో స్పామ్ మెయిల్ కాదు, కానీ స్పామ్ మెయిల్ లోకి సారీ ఇది స్పామ్ మెయిల్ కాదు, వచ్చిన మనకి ఇది ఇంపార్టెంట్ మెయిల్, కానీ ఏం చేస్తుంది, స్పామ్ మెయిల్ లాగా కేటగరైజ్ చేసేస్తుంది, స్పామ్ మెయిల్ అని చెప్పేస్తుంది. కానీ సపోజ్ మనకి కంపెనీ నుంచి ఆఫర్ లెటర్ వచ్చింది, మెయిల్ వచ్చింది, అది స్పామ్ లో ఉంది, మనం చెక్ చేసుకోలేకపోయాం, దానివల్ల మనకి ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుందా లేదా? అలాంటి కేసెస్, ఆ కేసెస్ లో మనకి ఈ వాల్యూ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. సపోజ్ మీరు ఇప్పుడు హెల్త్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ చూసుకుని, ఇప్పుడు హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఆర్ క్యాన్సర్ ఆర్ డయాబెటీస్ ఇలాంటి కేసెస్ లో మనకి దిస్ వాల్యూ ఇస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఆ కేసెస్ లో ఏం చేస్తాం, ఈ వాల్యూని మనం తగ్గించడానికి మన డేటా సెట్ ని ఇంకా అంటే మన మోడల్ ని ఇంకా బాగా ట్రైన్ చేస్తాం. స్పామ్ డిటెక్షన్ అలాంటి కేసెస్ లో మనం ఈ వాల్యూని తగ్గించడానికి ఎక్కువ ట్రై చేస్తాం. ఓకే, దోస్ వీ కెన్ ఆల్సో డూ విత్ ప్రెసిషన్ అండ్ యాక్యురసీ. అదే ప్రెసిషన్ లో మనం యాక్చువల్ గా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకే, ప్రెసిషన్ లో now try to calculate your precision score and accuracy score. See 9 18 ఏ వాల్యూస్ చెప్పండి నాకు. ఇప్పుడు కన్ఫ్యూజన్ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ నుంచి వాటిని ఏమని పిలుస్తాం, 9 and 18. False positive. Okay, what about the others? Is false positive and false negative. మీకు ఏ కేసులో ఫాల్స్ పాజిటివ్ రెడ్యూస్ చేయాలి, ఏ కేసులో ఫాల్స్ నెగటివ్ రెడ్యూస్ చేయాలి అనేది కంపల్సరీగా మీకు తెలిసి ఉండాలి. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. బట్ ఇట్ డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ అవర్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్, మన ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది. ఆల్సో ట్రై టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద ప్రెసిషన్ అండ్ యాక్యురసీ స్కోర్ హియర్. What is precision? I have already told. It tries to calculate your true positive values out of true positive and false positive values. Okay, precision underscore score of y underscore test comma y underscore predict. Okay, this I have not converted into cell. I got 78. Recall underscore score y underscore test comma y underscore predict. See 64 78. What does it is telling 78%. It is telling that it has correctly predicted 78% of our data that the patient has heart disease. Okay. యాక్చువల్ గా మనకి హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఉంది అని 64% ఉంది. అలాగే మన ప్రిడిక్టెడ్ వాల్యూస్ నుంచి కూడా మనకి ఏం చెప్తుంది 78 ఉంది. యాక్చువల్ గా మనకి ఎంత వచ్చింది స్కోర్ 64 వచ్చింది, ప్రిడిక్టెడ్ 78 వచ్చింది. ఓకే, యాక్చువల్ గా డయాబెటీస్ ఉన్న స్కోర్ పర్సెంటేజ్ 64, అలాగే ప్రిడిక్టెడ్ మోడల్ ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసిన యాక్చువల్ గా ఎంత మందికి అయితే డయాబెటీస్ ఉంది అనేది హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఉంది అనేది 78. That means there is somewhat difference. Okay, that is why we got some 18 values here. Have you understand this precision and recall? Precision లో ఏం చెప్తుంది, మోడల్ కరెక్ట్ గా ఎంత మందికి డయాబెటీస్ ఉంది అని ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసింది, ఎంత మందికి ఉంది అని 78 మెంబర్స్ కానీ ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసింది. యాక్చువల్ గా ఉంది ఎంత మందికి, ఓన్లీ 64% మాత్రమే ఉంది. ఓకే, that is what we get from precision and recall. ఒరిజినల్ గా అయితే 64 మెంబర్స్ కి, మన ట్రైనింగ్ డేటా ప్రకారం ఒరిజినల్ గా 64 మెంబర్స్ కి మాత్రమే హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఉంది, కానీ మోడల్ 78% ఉంది అని మనకి, ఓకే 78% మెంబర్స్ కి హార్ట్ డిసీజ్ ఉందని ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. That is what is precision and recall. Students, have you understood this? Once please respond about the confusion matrix, precision, accuracy and recall. See, when we should go for precision and recall, for suppose మీకు 10 rows of data set ఉంది. Okay, 10 rows of data set లో 8 rows of data set వి యాపిల్ ఉన్నాయి, ఓన్లీ 2 rows మే మీకు ఏమవుతుంది, సపోజ్ ఆరెంజ్ ఉన్నాయి అనుకో, you have 8 rows of data sets, data that belongs to apple, 2 rows of data that belongs to orange. If you are trained with this type of data to your model, your accuracy is, చూడండి మీకు కరెక్టెడ్ ప్రిడిక్టెడ్ వాల్యూస్ యాక్యురసీ చూస్తే దీనికి 90% వస్తుంది. ఓకే, 95-90% వస్తుంది. మీరు ఇలాంటి డేటా ఉన్న వాటికి యాక్యురసీ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తే. ఓకే, బట్ అందుకని అప్పుడు యాక్యురసీ మీరు ఇలా చూసి ఏం చేసేస్తారు, 95% ఉంది కదా అని బాగుంది, మోడల్ బాగా పర్ఫామ్ చేస్తుందాం అనుకుంటాం కదా, బట్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ కరెక్ట్. వీ షుడ్ సీ ద ప్రెసిషన్ అండ్ రీకాల్ ఆల్సో. ఓకే, యాక్చువల్ గా ఎంత ఉంది, ఇది 10 rows లో 8 rows యాపిల్ అని అది ట్రైన్ చేసేస్తుంది. కాబట్టి నేను ఏమైనా కొత్త డేటా ఇస్తే, ఏ డేటా ఇచ్చినా అది యాపిల్ అనే ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసేస్తుంది. ఎందుకని, ఎక్కువ యాపిల్ డేటాతోనే అది బాగా ట్రైన్ అయింది. నేను ఏదన్నా కొత్త డేటా ఇచ్చాను అనుకోండి, ఓకే సపోజ్ నేను ఒక ఆరెంజ్ డేటా ఇస్తే అది యాపిల్ అనే ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసేస్తుంది. కానీ నేను యాక్యురసీ చూస్తే నేను ఈ రోస్ తో చేశాను కాబట్టి I will get accuracy 95-98. Okay, but that is not correct. We should go for this precision and recall, that actually how our model has predicted. Okay, how many total values it has got predicted. By using this confusion matrix, precision and recall, you will identify that. Ma'am, applying formula manually, getting different result. Okay, see, I think I have told you as 1 0 for actual, and for predicted I have given at the left side I have given 1 0, right? In the previous class I have told you in that way, I think. Is that I have given in this way, right? Please change this one. I think this has been printed in this way, 0 and 1, 0 and 1. Do in that way. Or it may take this as actual. And these are the predicted ones. And this is 0. And this is 1. This is 0 and this is 1. That means we got for 0 0 we got, see, compare in this way and try to use, then I think you will get the same values here. Who told me this? Bhargav from JNTU Anantapuram. I think it has taken in this way. sklearn will take in this way. Once try to do it in this way and compare the results. Yes, TP equal to TP plus FP. In the Wikipedia, is it wrong? Okay, let me, how I have showed to you. Precision. I told to copy the formula. Wait. I have showed you the correct one or the wrong one. I will confirm once. Yes, this is a formula you should use. This is the correct formula only. TP by TP plus FP is for precision. And the recall is TP by TP plus FN. If you got if you didn't got with, okay, you try to see the formula once if it is correct or not, or try to use it in this way. Then you will be getting correct results only when comparing the manual and the sklearn results. How to improve accuracy? In all we are getting 70 only. Yes, we should improve the accuracy by using other algorithms. That's it. See, for some data, your KNN algorithm works better. It depends upon the type of data. Okay. See, yesterday for the diabetes data set, you got somewhat low accuracy with the logistic regression. You got better accuracy with the KNN. That depends upon your data set and the algorithm that you are using. That comes with practice only. These are the sample data sets we are using here. In all, we are considering all features of. That is also one way. That is also one way. If we choose only good features, we might get good score. Yes. If we know the importance of our features and if we good features also, we will get. Unwanted features also may affect on your model performance. That is also correct. Okay, that's it with today. If you have any doubts with this, with the topics discussed today, you can feel free to ask the doubts. You can unmute your mic and talk to. Okay, and today only few members have attended. Daily they are attending from, I think, 100 plus students are attending. If your friends don't know the new meeting ID, please inform to them to join with the new meeting ID. Thank you one and all. Feel free to ask if you have any doubts. Thank you.